My name is Dessislava Petrova-Antonova. I'm professor at Sofia University and research group lead at Gate Institute, which is a partner in DataPACT project. So I'm leading one of the use case scenarios in DataPACT dedicated to the urban data space. So urban data space was created in response to several key challenges in urban planning, namely fragmentation of data across departments, limited stakeholder collaboration, and slow, reactive nature of traditional planning methods. So in many cities, planners struggle with outdated and siloed information, which leads to inefficiency in urban planning process. So we hope that the data spaces will help in this direction. In the core of the data spaces, so-called data space protocol, which is used in the context of the data spaces to support interoperability. So in this direction, we need fundamental technical interoperability for participants in the data spaces, but it is also important to provide semantic interoperability, and last but not least, to have interoperability at trust, organizational and legal level. So in the data space, the participants interact with so-called participant agents, so they need to implement so-called data space connectors in order to negotiate for data sharing. And another important component in the data space is so-called identity provider, which is responsible for establishment of trust framework. Actually, urban data space benefits a wide range of stakeholders, starting with city planners, policymakers, businesses, research organizations, even citizens. So by breaking down data silos and allowing data sharing, they also deliver more smart decisions in the city. So the data spaces actually have business benefit because new products, new business models can be developed on top of the data. They also have social impact because they connect communities and allow new services to be delivered to the citizens. And also data spaces has ecological impact because they allow data sharing for urban environment and thus supporting delivery of insights. So the data space protocols itself defines how data sets are offered in so-called catalogs in the data space, and how the usage policies are defined using open digital right language. In addition, data space prescribes how agreements are syntactically expressed and electronically negotiated. And finally, it defines how data sets are accessed using transfer process protocol. Of course, they have such kind of opportunities because the data spaces provides a strong foundation for development of urban digital twins, focusing on various use cases related to climate change, air pollution, optimization of energy consumption, and urbanization impact prediction. So all these use cases allow to transform our cities in more livable places. Urban data space addresses a lot of issues by fostering secure, sovereign, transparent data sharing from diverse data sources, including traffic patterns, also air quality and other environmental metrics. So this enables data-driven predictive planning and encourage collaboration among the sectors. Unlike traditional approaches, which are based often on limited historical data or are focused on specific domains, DataSpaces support dynamic simulations and scenario analysis, combining data from different data providers and thus helping planners anticipate the impact before implementing changes in the cities. Urban data space addresses a lot of issues by fostering secure, sovereign, transparent data sharing from diverse data sources, including traffic patterns, also air quality and other environmental metrics. So this enables data-driven predictive planning and encourage collaboration among the sectors. Unlike traditional approaches, which are based often on limited historical data. So, being hub of International Data Space Association, Gate Institute established the first urban data space in Bulgaria in 2022. So we are also deployed IDSA data space testbed following reference architecture model and recently provisioned certified data space connector. So now Gate is a partner of two big European data space projects in the city domain. These are Common European Mobility Data Space and the second one is Data Space for Smart Communities. For sustainability, urban data space enables cities to share data from monitoring of urban environment, data about air quality, energy consumption, mobility patterns in real time, and in such case, some interventions can be planned in the city to reduce emissions and resource waste. From inclusiveness perspectives, the data spaces allow new tools to be developed in order to identify some gaps in services and infrastructure, and also to find underestimated communities which struggle with such gaps. So the future of urban data space is to act as a backbone of so-called cityverse, which is a next-level digital space where citizens, communities and urban planners can leverage augmented reality and virtual reality tools in order to have participatory decision-making. So AI-powered tools also can be implemented and delivered as a new global standard for urban innovation. So the Cityverse is here to transform how we experience and shape our cities.